What's up guys, welcome back to Steph Vision. So I just saw the new Superman and I wasn't gonna make a review at first, but I decided I need to get some things off my chest. If you guys are new to the channel, help me out with a like, subscribe, let's get into it. I'm gonna try to keep this thing short as I can, and I'll probably forget some things, there's so much going on. I was growing up like with Christopher Reeve's Superman. I liked it enough as a kid. Rewatched it recently, I fell asleep. I like Christopher Reeve as Superman, but Man of Steel, right? Kind of same deal. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. The movie was okay, but there's some things in it I didn't like, right? And so I'm like, all right, what are they gonna do with this one? I'm gonna start with the positives. Right off the bat, David Cornsweet, I think he's a great Superman actually. I'm not gonna say he's like the best Superman, but he's probably like second to Christopher Reeve. He's pretty good.
Pretty. Good.
He's really likable, which is a little more depth to it, and I wish that there was more Clark, but I digress. Going into the movie, the first act of it, the first like 30 minutes or so, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit thrown off. I was like, okay, everyone kept saying like you're thrown right into the action, and you kind of are a little bit, but there's some stuff going on where it's kind of rushed feeling where I was like, okay, like what's going on here? What am I supposed to care about? Why do I care that Superman is with Lois Lane already and they're just in love already, and it's kind of forcing you to be like just okay with no origin for anything. It's like you're thrown right in, everyone's just established in a movie you didn't see yet, a movie you're never gonna see. This is like, it feels like the third movie in a set. It's almost like, comparing it to like the new Spider-Man movies, this is like No Way Home in a way. There's so much going on here, and I do feel like, saying No Way Home, David Cornsweet, his Superman, it kind of is reminiscent of like a Tom Holland type character. He's not necessarily a Superman to me. He feels almost like a super boy. He's not like quite like a man yet. Whereas I feel like you got Henry Cavill and you got Christopher Reeve that really did feel like they were supermen. This guy has a little bit to grow here. This is not David Cornsweet's fault. It's just a script. But I think he did great with the script. When things picked up, I think I just kind of like realized that like, okay, this is not gonna be a great movie, but it's gonna be entertaining, and I was entertained. I just feel like certain characterizations could have been done a little better, but there was so much going on, there wasn't enough time for that. There wasn't enough time to breathe, really. And so when you're introduced to characters like the Kents, which is like a kind of a brief scene, and I thought it was just okay. I didn't really believe them as a couple. It felt like he was a pretty good dad, but she was just kind of like this, like, kind of like Sandy Cheeks, like they're making fun of Sandy Cheeks and SpongeBob. Really clicheing up the fact that she's a farm folk, and I just didn't really care that much about them. I was just like, okay, this is okay, I guess. Lex Luthor, at first I was like, okay, he seems like kind of a little bit of a whiny bitch here, but later on in the movie I will say that Nicholas Hoult crushes it, especially towards the end. I was like, okay, it does pay off with what you know about his character. You don't know a lot, but enough to establish the fact that yes, he is an evil son of a bitch, and it's kind of fun. He is kind of hamming it up a little bit, but not too over the top. It was just right amount where I was like, okay, I do like this Lex Luthor, and it was kind of like, it felt like what they wanted to do with Eisenberg in Man of Steel, they kind of nailed it here. I feel like they really nailed it here, and this is more what people want to see, I'm sure, including myself. Lois Lane felt really reminiscent of Margot Kidder in that Christopher Reeve Superman. Like, she was like a great reporter, and she even tests Superman, who's your boyfriend, or according to her, not quite a boyfriend. That's kind of like the mixed kind of bad category for me. But anyways, they get a little argument in the beginning to kind of establish like the relationship. But before that, it's like they're kissing in the kitchen. I just didn't feel like it was earned for me. And it was just okay. Getting into the, I had like a little hair or something. Getting into like the side characters here. You got Jimmy Olsen, who, it's funny, he's such like a nerdy type character, but in this movie, he's like a ladies' man. You got people in the background, like girls in the background, like him and hawing over him, being like, oh, he's so fine and stuff like that. And so it was pretty funny. And then you got the Justice Gang, right? They're not quite the Justice League yet, but Guy Gardner, I thought he was really funny here. He was really fun. And I really liked his Green Lantern effects that they used here. It's a lot better than what we got in that Green Lantern movie. I'm like, okay, this works for me. Hot Girl, I feel like she was very much in the background. Like she had some scenes here and there that were like decent. I didn't really care that much about her in this movie. But The standout for me was Mr. Terrific. Just like his deadpan delivery in this movie, it was a lot of fun. Getting on to the mixed aspects. So as much as I liked David Cornsweet as Superman, I did mention he was like a super boy, and I feel like sometimes he was a little shouty, where it's like he kind of was crashing out, and I didn't really love that. I feel like it kind of made him look a little weak, but maybe that's why he's doing it in this movie, to kind of grow. Something that actually like stuck out to me was the fact that they used the John Williams score here, but it was like more like that guitar riff kind of version of it. But it wasn't the full score. It's like they kind of parallel each other, because you got this score that's reminiscent, but it doesn't have that triumphant moment that the original John Williams score has. This one just doesn't have that, and I feel like it never swells, right? And I feel like the movie never swells either. It's always pretty good throughout the whole thing. It goes from like kind of like decent, like kind of boring in the beginning, to like, all right, here we go, like pretty good. And then towards the end, it was like pretty good still. I was borderline better than pretty good, but still not like great. This isn't amazing. This is like a movie that establishes more of like the DC universe itself, more than like the Superman universe, and I'm not sure what to think about it yet. I'm not sure if I would watch it again anytime soon. I would definitely not watch it again in the theaters personally. I wait to see what's on streaming. Maybe check it out then, months and months from now, and kind of see what my thoughts are. But as far as it goes for right now, I'm gonna be like that little kid in the meme and be like, it's pretty good. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts in this movie. Am I wrong about this one? Are you guys siding with me? Don't forget to watch another video right here. Maybe it's right here. All right, see you guys next time. This has been Seth Vision. Seth Vision, out.